Sa plenaryo ng House of Representatives, muling umigting ang tensyon matapos masiwalat ng ilang mambabatas ang umano'y mga irregularidad sa 2025 national budget. Sa gitna ng interpelasyon, tumindig si Congressman Isidro Ungab, isa sa mga dating chairman ng House Committee on Appropriations. Sa kanyang talumpati, inilahad niya ang mga pagdududa sa transparency at integridad ng budget process. Malinaw at diretsahan ang kanyang pahayag. Ayon kay Ungab, ang 2025 budget ay isa sa pinakakorap sa kasaysayan ng bansa. Ibinunyag niyang maraming pagbabago ang ginawa sa mga item ng General Appropriations, kabilang na ang mga program at unprogrammed funds. Ang mga pondong dapat sana ay malinaw na nakalaan para sa edukasyon ay napunta umano sa mga flood control projects at infrastructure programs na may malaking pagdududa ang mga detalye. Anya, dalawang bahagi ang taon ng budget na isinusumite ng executive branch, ang New General Appropriations at ang Automatic Appropriations. Ngunit sa 2025 budget, sinabi ni Ungab na pati ang Automatic Appropriations ay tila binago, na may 14 na special laws ang inamyendahan, kabilang ang PhilHealth Law at Syntax Law. Para sa kanya, ito ay malinaw na indikasyon ng sobrang interbensyon sa proseso ng paglalaan ng pondo. Sa pagtalakay niya, binigyang diin din ni Ungab na ang education sector, na dapat pangunahing prioridad ayon sa konstitusyon, ay nalagpasan na ng budget ng Department of Public Works and Highways o DPWH. Sa kanyang pagsusuri, mas malaki pa rin ang infrastructure allocation kaysa sa edukasyon, kahit na ito ay binago na raw ang komposisyon ng pondo. Binanggit din niyang may mga malalaking halagang inilabas mula sa unprogrammed funds. Ayon kay Ungab, umabot sa 107.8 billion pesos ang kabuang release ng pondo para sa mga flood control projects noong 2024. Pinuna niya na karamihan sa mga pondong ito ay inilabas sa pagitan ng Pebrero at Mayo ng taong iyon. Masyadong huli, ayon sa kanya, kung talagang prioridad ang mga proyekto. Habang mahinahon si Ungab sa kanyang presentasyon, malinaw ang bigat ng kanyang mensahe. Anya, ang ating tungkulin bilang mga mambabatas ay bantayan ang kaban ng bayan. Idinagdag pa niya na ang mga ganitong klase ng budget manipulation ay nakakasira sa kredibilidad ng Kongreso at ng buong pamahalaan. Matapos ang kanyang pahayag, itinuloy ng sesyon ang interpelasyon kay Congresswoman Mika Suwansing, ang chairperson ng Committee on Appropriations. Sa harap ng mga tanong ni Ungab, kapansin-pansing nahirapan itong makasagot ng direkta sa ilang punto. Paulit-ulit na tinanong kung kailan at paano inilabas ang mga pondo mula sa unprogrammed appropriations, partikular na ang mga proyekto sa ilalim ng flood control. Ayon kay Suwansing, 85.7 billion pesos sa kabuang halaga ay mula sa program na sagip, habang 22.1 billion pesos naman ay mula sa Foreign Assisted Projects o FAPS. Inamin niyang karamihan sa mga proyekto ay nakasentro sa flood control, seawalls at drainage systems, ngunit humingi ito ng ilang minuto para makumpleto ang eksaktong breakdown. Tinukoy din ni Ungab na ilan sa mga proyekto sa ilalim ng FAPS ay dating tinanggal sa regular na budget ng DPWH, ngunit kalaunan ay lumitaw muli sa ilalim ng unprogrammed funds. Anya, ang mga proyektong tinanggal na sa budget ay bumabalik sa ibang anyo. Ibig sabihin, hindi talaga tinanggal. Tinago lang. Habang nagpapatuloy ang talakayan, muling ipinaalala ni Ungab ang mga salitang binitiwan niya noong August 4, na ang 2025 budget ay ang most corrupt budget ever passed by this Congress. Sinabi rin niyang dapat magsilbing aral ito hindi lamang sa mga kasalukuyang mambabatas, kundi sa lahat ng opisyal ng gobyerno na naglalayon ng transparency at tunay na reforma. Sa dulo ng kanyang pahayag, ipinanawagan ni Ungab na ayusin ng Kongreso ang proseso ng budget deliberation upang maibalik ang tiwala ng publiko. We must be able to come up with an honest-to-goodness budget for 2025, wika niya. Matapos ito, muling tinanong ni Ungab si Suwansing tungkol sa dagdag na releases para sa DPWH sa 2025. Kinumpirma naman ng kongresista na may 58.845 billion pesos na dagdag pondo sa ilalim ng unprogrammed funds. Nang tanungin kung ang halagang ito ay pawang FAPS projects, sinabi ni Suwansing na tama, ito ay pawang foreign assisted projects. Ngunit ayon kay Ungab, ang ganitong sistema ay nagpapakita ng kakulangan ng transparency at nagdudulot ng pangamba na nagiging daan ito sa korupsyon. Giit niya, paano magiging credible ang budget process kung may mga pondong inilalabas na hindi dumadaan sa tamang deliberasyon? Habang nagbubulungan ang mga miyembro ng plenaryo, tumahimik sandali si Ungab at muling inulit ang kanyang panawagan. Naitama ng Kongreso ang imahe nito at panagutin ang mga dapat managot. Dagdag pa rito, maraming grupo ng civil society at mga eksperto ang nanawagang isagawa ng Commission on Audit ang isang full forensic audit sa paggamit ng unprogrammed appropriations. May panawagan din para sa special committee hearings sa House at malalimang pakikipag-ugnayan sa Department of Budget and Management at DPWH upang ilahad ang buong breakdown ng mga releases. Sa social media, lumabas ang malawakang pag-aalala at petisyon mula sa mga guro, estudyante at concerned citizens na humihiling ng transparency at reforma. Kung hindi maaksyonan agad, posibleng magbunga ito ng mas malalaking legislative inquiries at panawagan para sa pangmatagalang pagbabago sa proseso ng pagbuo ng budget.
We have a few questions. Some may have been already asked, but I would like to ask them again, considering that I need the data for my analysis about the budget. Let me begin by asking, for 2024, how much was released to the DPWH, which were sourced from the unprogrammed appropriations?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, for the year 2024, the unprogrammed appropriations releases pertaining to flood control would total 107.8 billion pesos po.
107.8
billion pesos po.
billion. Okay. Can I get a breakdown of this?
Mr. Speaker,
What particular programs?
particular programs. Would it be specific projects po, as in line item per
Specific
line item?
projects later.
Okay.
Was the programs lang muna. Like, is it sourced out from strengthening assistance for government infra and social programs? Is it sourced out from support through foreign assisted projects? Is it sourced out from government counterpart or FAPs?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, I could give the disaggregation po across two categories. We could also provide a full list if our distinguished colleague would prefer that. But in terms of the breakdown po, under SAGIP, out of the 107.8 billion pesos, 85.7 billion pesos of that would be sourced from SAGIP, and the other 22.1 billion pesos would be sourced out po from FAPs.
Okay, just give me the data after or later. Can you provide me the list of foreign assisted projects that were funded from the unprogrammed funds, both DOP counterpart and loan proceeds?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, we actually have it po on hand. We could share it to our distinguished colleague right away.
Well, thank you. Okay. Were there allotment releases for flood control projects? What are these? What are these FAPs? And how much were released?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, for the 22.1 billion pesos released from FAPs, I could share the breakdown, but there are,
Is this for 2024, 2025?
for 2024 po, Mr.
2024,
Speaker,
okay.
there are 8 projects po,
Okay.
totaling 22.1 billion pesos. If our distinguished colleague would prefer, I could say them quickly po, or I could share the copy
For
as well po.
2024, if I remember it right, I questioned this during the DPWH budget. Those POPs were stricken, were deleted from, so yung unprogram, are these the same projects that were deleted in the program funds for POPs? I would assume kasi hindi yun marirelease kung wala yung item, di ba? When was this released?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, that is correct. The items that were deleted from the DPWH budget under FAPS are the same items that are
Nilipat sa
programmed
program,
under.
tapos ito
Essentially
nirelease.
po, opo.
But
Nilipat po.
ang tanong ko next is, when was this released? Ang point, anyway, you just, to save time, kasi umaandar yung minuto, just give it to me later. Ang point ko kasi, nadidelay yung mga projects because nilipat sa unprogram yung ang ating foreign assisted, the big projects, right?
That is correct po. I'll answer po very quickly, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, na most of them po were released around February, May of the year 2024. Meron pong dalawa na June at September, pero karamihan po February and May
Which
ng
should have
2024.
been released earlier kung nasa program fund siya, di ba?
That
Okay.
is correct, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague.
There is a huge amount in 2024 under SAGIP, which will charge again Purpose 1 of the unprogrammed appropriations. What are the specific infra programs and projects that were provided with the release of these funds?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, the items under SAGIP totaling 85.7 billion pesos under unprogrammed appropriations for the year 2024 are total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 projects po.
What are
bubuo
these
po.
6 projects again, please?
The projects po, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, the number of line items are quite voluminous. They are spread across 6 line items. However, it comprises about 29 pages of line
Kung
items
iba'y
po.
category natin, more or less, ano yung mga bulk allotments?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, so the DBM will quickly work on the categorization po para lang po ma-disaggregate po natin kung alin po doon yung flood control kung ano po yung iba-ibang kinds, kung seawall po ba, flood control, drainage. If we may ask po for a few minutes to work on that po, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague.
Sige, can I get both hard copy and USB later? Okay. How about the allotment releases for the unprogrammed appropriations for 2025? Can you provide or enumerate to me the list of foreign assisted projects that were funded from the unprogrammed appropriations? Next question para masama nyo na sa paghanap. Are these flood control projects? Tama ba itong figures sa website nyo na 58 billion ang na-release for FAPS as of January 1 to August 31, 2025? Ako na lang ang sasagot sa tanong ko. I-request ko na lang, i-submit lahat in a way. Na-enumerate naman yung mga sinabi ko, ano? Paki-submit yung lahat. I'll go to my next question. I need that for my analysis kasi continuing yung question and answer natin sa 2025 at saka 2024. Mukhang walang kamatayan ito, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, our apologies. What we have on hand right now would be just the GOP counterpart of the FAPS component. So, 10 billion pesos pa lang po yung hawak namin out of the unprogrammed appropriations released from FAPS. We are still looking for the kung yung loan proceeds component po. But as soon as we have it, we will share it po, Mr. Speaker.
Pakibigyan nyo na lang
with
sa akin.
distinguished colleague.
Anyway, nasabi ko naman lahat yung aking mga kailangan na data. Okay, next question. The 2025 DPWH budget keeps increasing with the releases from the unprogrammed appropriations. Can you confirm this? May additional releases tayo sa 2025 for DPWH, di ba?
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, for 2025 under unprogrammed appropriations, only the projects released to DPWH are only FAPS projects. Wala po under SAGIP, wala po kasing request under SAGIP.
Ito yung 58.84 billion na FAPS. Is my figure correct?
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleague, yes, we can confirm that. Yun po yun, yung 58.84 billion pesos na nabanggit po kanina. Lahat po yun
Actually,
ay foreign assistant.
Yung figures ko galing sa website ninyo. As of August 31, the amount of 58.845 billion was released to DPWH, which was sourced from the 2025 unprogrammed funds. And you confirmed that it's FAPS. With this 58.845 billion, the 2025 program budget of the DPWH amounting to 1.088 trillion will further increase to 1.147 trillion. So, yung existing approved natin ng DPWH, dagdagan mo yung release, yun yung bagong total. Umabot natin 1.147 trillion. Can you confirm this?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, that is
Simple
correct.
addition. Thank you, Madam.
Apa.
On the other hand, the amount of 9.84 billion was released to DepEd, which was also sourced out from the 2025 unprogrammed appropriations. 9.8 billion released to DepEd from unprogrammed appropriation. Is this correct?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, we can confirm that amount, the 8 billion pesos mentioned, was released for ICT initiatives of the Department of Education.
Thank you, Madam. With this 9.84 billion release to the 2025 budget of education sector, which has present level of 984.5 billion, 984 billion, na trillion. Hindi tayo nakaabot ng trillion sa DepEd budget eh. Education sector budget to. 984.562 billion. This will subsequently increase to 994 billion. Can you confirm this? The present level of approved program appropriations of DepEd plus the 9.894 billion. Yun yung bagong total.
That is correct, Mr. Speaker. It would be the total of what's programmed and unprogrammed
And
for DepEd.
thank you for confirming. Then again, this increases the gap between the DPWH and the education sector. Do you agree that the total budget of DPWH in the 2025 budget, including the unprogrammed appropriations, is now 1.147 trillion against the education sector budget of 994 billion? Agree, Madam?
That is correct, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague. And that is something that we want to fix in the 2026 budget. Na we recognize po, I agree po that one of the things that we noticed with the 2025 budget is that the education sector
Was overtaken.
essentially po more were funneled towards infrastructure rather than education. But in the 2026 budget po, we commit that we want this to be an education budget. So the budget for education will definitely be more than the budget for education.
Yes,
Infrastructure rather.
and I will agree with you because I can see the sincerity in your heart outpouring na hindi talaga mangyayari ito sa 2026. Pero yung tinatanong ko, ma'am, yung 2025. So, you confirm that the education sector budget was overtaken by the DPWH budget. Wag na nating... just one question. Sino ba yung gumawa ng bagong definition or composition ng education sector budget? Merong mga press releases doon na binago yung education sector. I just want it clarified here.
Please wrap up, sir.
I still have 16 minutes pa lang ako. Di ba? 30 minutes allotted.
The arrangement was 10 to 15 minutes per member.
Again,
10 to 15 minutes per member.
remaining. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleague, I would be very happy to answer more queries from our distinguished colleague. With regard to that po, that is at which point it happened po? On the part of the DBM, we are not able to ascertain as to which stage in the budget process that transpired, kung saan po tumaas. But it seems to, again, just looking at it po,
Are they disputing that the education sector budget was overtaken by DPWH? I want that on record because it's very clear. It's very clear from the figures that the budget of DPWH has overtaken, infra budget has overtaken the education sector. And please remember that there's a pending case in the Supreme Court on this. Hindi lang marami ang nagfile yata eh. Hindi lang isa o dalawa.